Hello, everybody. My name is Mogul Khan. I'm joined by my co-caster, Beth Yamashiroya. Beth, give a shout out to the chat. You gotta speak up, baby. All right. We are watching Short Bus versus Busch League Gaming. This will be a D2E in-house. Short Bus with their first two bans, Elder Titan and Snapfire. And Busch League Gaming will respond with a ban of the Lich, a pesky little position 5 hero. Those ice blasts are very annoying. Busch League Gaming taking a little bit of time to think about their second ban here. And they will ban the Witch Doctor. Looks like they are target banning, perhaps, the Chosen One. Not necessarily sure if they even know who their heroes are. We have a couple of first-timers here to the D2E scrims in-houses. The Chosen One and Ice Goddess. This will be their first showing in a D2E in-house. As well as Guide on Dyer's team. And it will be the Mars. The first pick Mars. Wow. That is a bold pick. Mars, a very strong hero. Very stable hero. Very good in pretty much every game, I find. There are some exceptions, but Mars always having that impact. If he gets a blink, if he gets Yules, you know, he's gonna be doing some cool shit. For sure. And Dyer follows up with Vengeful Spirit. Very good counter to the Mars. You don't really care if you're arena because you're a position 5. And if your important core is caught in the arena, you can kind of just swap them out. You also have 2 charges, so in the event you want your other core in the arena, you can do that. I'd like to see like a synergy with the Mars, or maybe a counter to the Venge. I think synergizing with the Mars is something you want to do, and they will pick the AA. Does work well with the Mars, but they don't even hesitate to think they pick the Tusk. Probably what they were going to pick all along. AA doesn't really change that game plan. Tusk, kind of an annoying hero because you can save people from Chilling Touch. Sorry, not Chilling Touch. Cold Embrace. Not Cold Embrace. What is it? What's the ability? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Cold Feet. Cold Feet is the ability. Apologize. Cold Feet, you can save people from that. You can also get on top of the AA, so pretty good pick against the AA. Medusa. Very good hero to ban against Fluke and J Tizzle. Both of them love playing Medusa.
10 seconds.
So then they're banning all the heroes. They ban the Drow because that pairs well with the Venge. Pairs pretty well with the Tusk. They ban the Jug. They ban the Morph. Both these heroes can kind of get out of arena pretty easily. Maybe not the best ban of the Morph because AA is such a strong counter to Morphling, but tis what it is. Maybe they have some other things in mind. Dyer, meanwhile, banning Sven. Pretty strong against Venge because you can just, like, if you see her, she basically dies on Sven. 2 Sven. And they will pick their first core hero. It will be the Night Stalker. Very strong against Mars and AA. You can scale over the wall. And on top of that, you can just run at AA, and he can't really play Dota if there's a big Batman on top of him. And the Spectre. I really like the Spectre. It will definitely give necessary vision in these fights. Pairs pretty well with the Mars. If you get a good arena and then Haunt on top of that, fights are pretty easy. You can kind of get on top of this Venge, have vision of her, so you know where the swap is coming from. Very nice pick. I like the Spectre pick. It is a little early in the draft. I would have loved to see Spectre picked after, because what's going to happen is they're going to pick a carry to kind of match the Spectre, and PA pretty good carry against Spec, as she can pretty much ignore your hero and just kill everyone else first. And no amount of dispersion can protect you from PA's damage. Assuming she has items, right? We'll pick Dark Willow. An amazing combo with the Mars. I think that Radiant is a little too CD dependent. They need their arena, they need their Haunt, they need their Ice Blast, Terrorize. Like, you need these big cooldown ultis, whereas Dire's team can kind of just fight you all the time, kind of off cooldown. They do have the Night Stalker ulti, is probably their biggest cooldown, but aside from that, everyone else can kind of fight you all game long. So I'd like to see Radiant could either double down on this team fight and just say, hey, we're just going to fight you as 5 and fight you better. Or they could pick kind of a momentum hero, someone that can set the pace of the game, kind of keep up with Dire's heroes. Dire's heroes communicate to me that they want to play very fast, aggressive tempo. And Radiance is more passive, sit back, get some items. My wife is making me pasta tonight, so I'm a very happy boy. I'm going to have some pasta with this cast. Now, banning of the Magnus, I like it. Mag PA is just so freaking strong. Banning of the OD kind of catches me off guard. I think OD would just melt to these heroes. You have OD, Venge, Night Stalker, PA. All these heroes can just get on top of you, so not the best ban. I do respect the Viper ban. The Viper would be pretty scary for the team. Being able to kite everyone else and also delete PA's passive. Now, what are these final picks? Dire does get the end-all be-all pick, but at the same time, Radiant, like, their pick could definitely shift Dire's influence, I guess. Shift their perspective of the game. If Radiant can pick either another team fighter or, as I said, like a pacemaker. Let's see. And it will be the DP. So they're all in on this huge team fight ulti. They got the Wombo. They got the Mars. They got the AA. They got the Spec. They got the Will. They got the DP. But as we've seen in these in-houses, sometimes it is just hard to combo all these spells together. Like, they're very mobile on the team of Dire. They can jump in and out. They have swaps. Night Stalker, PA. It could be very problematic if Dire picks another mobile mid, like Storm, Ember, Void Spirits. All of these heroes can kind of just go in, out, in, out, in, out. So I would love to see that coming from Dire. Like, you have this big team fight, but we don't really care. We're just going to dodge you all game long. This pick is very important. They have all the information in front of them. What hero do they pick? I think a Quap could be really good. Quap is still in the pool. Quap being able to get away from Spirit Siphon, get away from the Amar's Arena, get away from AA's Cold Feet is the ability. Kind of rough to pick into Willow. Willow very good against Quap, but Aside from that, it's a pretty phenomenal co-op game. It will go with the Storm Spirit, so... Alrighty. People are locking in, picking their stuff. A lot of cool cosmetics. Most notably, the Black Nility set on No Corn. That set goes for about $300. Just fun fact. Beast looking very poor with his 0 cosmetic Storm Spirit. Sad to see that. I have some skins for you, Beast, if you want to reach out to me. I have plenty of Storm Spirit skins I'm willing to give you. Beast is on a heater. 6 wins before this match. Hopefully those good vibes will carry him through this game. Alright, so with player introductions, starting from the Radiant side, we have the Chosen One on Dark Willow, Platinum tier. Fluke, Mars, Silver tier. We have Jay Tizzle on the Death Prophet. Ice Goddess playing AA, very fitting, I like it. And then we have Velgar on the Spectre. Over on Dire, No Corn on the Night Stalker with the Black Nility set, might I add. Guide, he is playing Tusky Dusky. Storm is being played by Beast. Poor man Beast. I will give you cosmetics after this game. Platinum tier, Master tier, I'm sorry. And then we have Punish Freddy on the Vengeful Spirits. And Zahari IQ on the PA. So, people are getting into their places. It looks as though they might go for something on this rune. Knowing that Tag Team Orb of Venom is very scary for people on the rune. I would be hard-pressed to see Radiant just giving them that one. But meanwhile, top, Fluke and the Chosen One, waiting and ready, doing his Spartan dance. So as I said, yeah, this will be a lot of damage on Ice Goddess. He could very well might just die. He is going to get away, maybe force another round of spells. I think he will go down here. Yeah, unfortunate. Very unfortunate. It's just hard to walk up to those, there's a Sentry Ward here. It's very hard to walk up to that rune against Tusk. It's a very good stick lane, and Chosen One acknowledging that and already picking up a very early stick. Always great to see. Bottom's probably going to be a pretty passive lane. Night Stalker not being the very aggressive of a hero. Kind of wants to just sit there and farm. But if AA is caught out, could take a lot of damage. Same time though, Spectre, very strong stats on this AA hero. Forcing a salve on both heroes, but Spectre getting AA salve and No Corn having to use his own. Down to 1 Tango. Middle is very Storm favored at the moment. Beast 8 CS to JT's 3. Fluke getting some good levels up here. Chosen One doing a very good job to give this Mars some solo XP, playing kind of off the wave. Trading with this Venge could be a kill here. Nicely done by Fluke. Rams it down that lady's throat. Almost said a naughty word. Yeah, Beast almost more than double the CS of the Death Prophet. Shows you why this guy's a master tier Storm. And Spectre will go down. Wasn't watching, but I guess with the... And meanwhile, PA dies top. Wow. A lot of action in this game already, right off the bat. It is 2-2 at 2 minutes. Kills being traded left and right here. I wasn't able to watch either of those engages, so I'm not sure how that happened, but I believe this is how Spectre died, something like that. Very hard lane for AA. AA being a hero that kind of wants to pair with like another stun, like a CK or a Sven. Not the best hero I would pair with a Spectre though. Spectre wanting to kind of just sit there and hit creeps, and AA, his kit's all about like killing people, you know, or zoning people out of the lane. So gonna be a tough lane for AA for sure. Man, Willow is running circles around this top lane, giving Fluke a very good start. I mean, even with those 2 kills bottom, Mars has got to be almost 4. I guess No Corn's kind of even in terms of XP, but in terms of last hits, Fluke's having a great time up here. Yep, and that's the stick paying off. 9 charges. Willow responding to this bounty or this active rune here. JT can get the bottom rune. This would be very good for her game. She might even kill Storm here. A lot of damage. We'll get the haste rune secured for her. She might be able to run Storm down. Storm's too far up. And there's your lead. Watch it go. Very nice execution by Radiant, collapsing on him with multiple angles. Not a lot of mid laners are getting out of that. And you'd think that Spectre might be punished, but with the way the lane was, it was kind of far back, so not a lot of that Dire could have done to punish Spectre. Meanwhile, top, Zahari. Mars did double back for that stick. Very good item this lane. Bounty runes will go, it looks like 2 for 2 on both. I believe Dire will be able to claim this one. Alright, Storm is about to hit 6. DP kind of far off. If DP's in a bad spot in this lane, she could just die to Storm. No Corn on the hunt. And Ice Goddess understanding that, hey, bitch, you use your stun, I can just leave. Well played by him. But at the same time, now your support's out of lane. And we're just going to dive you, Velgar. We're coming for you. Good juke attempt. But I don't think anyone's coming to TP. I think there's just action happening top at this time, so.
Radiant should look to their bottom tower. Just hastening the inevitable. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Willow taking some autos here. Does have Shadow Realm. Just trading of the blows there. Beast did get an Invis rune. Very good rune to have. We have double coverage here, but I think it's okay. This ward's about to expire. Getting that early phase boots. Fluke is actually leading the CS charts. Having a phenomenal game up here as Mars. Looking over mid. Looks like there's a rotation coming by Tusk. Beast is zipping. DP does need help, guys. Siphon 1. Siphon 2. And not enough to heal through that. Might be a return kill on this Tusk. Fortunate for him, just not enough damage. And Arena at 7 minutes? I see No Corn's also level 6, so both offlaners just having a great game. Both carries kind of struggling. And it's all about the fours, man. Willow playing extremely well this game. At the same time, Tusk also playing super well. giving their offlaner all the space in the world, not sapping too much XP. Level 4.5, and we see here level 4.5, just about. Very good understanding of the 4 position by both of these players. Because you want to help, but you also don't want to help too much. You want to give this solo offlaner all the levels that they can. Now it is a little more aggressive bottom, but that just is because I think of the 5 pairing. AA not being the, and there will be the Willow rotation. They might be able to get their return kill on this Tusk. Not return kill, but just kill in general. And he will fall to the tower. 152 gold. And meanwhile in the mid lane, J-Tizzle is on Beast. Does have the zip away. And I don't think any action's happening there. Nice committal by the rune there. He does level the silence. And Velgar. The dagger might connect. Damn. Very close. Very close. This is going to send a lot of heroes mid. But Velgar kind of a little too far forward here. And will fall down. Very unfortunate for him. But Mars is here with the arena. Drops the ulti. Milcorn unable to escape, but does press the R ability. Is able to fly over the walls. And nothing really happens there. Just some ultis have been committed. They are getting a lot of damage on this middle tower, but Punish Freddy is wrapping from the north. He's here to contest. Come on, big zip from Storm. Connecting on the Fluke. Multiple CCs. Snowball. Zip. Huge silence by DP, but Milcorn following in from the tower angle here. Does have vision of this whole fight. Freddy, I think, will go down here. Meanwhile, Beast is chasing after this Fluke. Fluke goes down, as well as the DP. Milcorn and Tusk being able to clean up house there. AA, understanding, like, AA is not strong until he hits 6. Also, I believe, you just got to take some me time sometimes. I guess he didn't really know that fight was happening. The fight went on a little too long. I believe he may have, if I hold alt here, he may have committed a TP, but then just canceled because they were a little too deep. Not sure, I wasn't watching. But it's okay, he will get a fast 6 on the AA as a result of that. PA struggling to find farm, does have part of her Battle Fury, but that's just it, it's a part of her Battle Fury. Not a big part at that. And despite his 3 deaths, Velgar is showing why his position 1 is not to be tribal with. A lot of damage and a double kill by Fluke's Arena. Connects with the Arena. And it's going to be a triple kill for Fluke. I'd tip him if I had it, but I don't. It's the off-lane show, man. It's going to be no Corn and Fluke. Who can make more space? Unfortunately for PA's game, I mean, all the CS is relatively high. Nobody really got shafted in the lanes. Everybody kind of had an average lane. The only real outstanding performances will be the, I mean, if we look at net worth here, Mars and DP actually topping the charts. And I mean, Fluke as a result of that triple kill he just received. Very good play by the Mars this game. Now, Nightstalker does have ultimate. DP is a little too far forward. She does have 3 Siphon charges. Nightstalker understanding this AA is the problem. He needs to shut him down. They will get the Terrorize off, but it is not enough to save him. J-Tizzle does have Exorcism returning, but it is just too much burst damage. Spectre TPing in, killing the Freddy. Mars Arena coming off cooldown in about 17 seconds. A lot of damage by the Willow here. Storm on the outskirts. Now Willow's overextended. They will connect, and they do have just enough burst damage to bring her down relatively quickly. Low committal there. And Zahari's just back to farming. That is exactly what PA needed. A couple kills, back to farming. Slow down the momentum of Radiant. Actually, Radiant setting the pace of this game quite nicely. I thought that Dire would be on the offensive with their heroes, but Radiant taking that initiative and kind of just running at the opponents. Now, it will come down to their execution of these team fights. Basically, can they press their buttons in harmony, right? I'd be hard-pressed to see a team survive a Mars Arena Terrorize, Exorcism, Haunt, Ice Blast. Now, it's just a matter of Will you be able to find that 5 heroes, 4 hero combo? Fluke is waiting in the winds for this Beast. Does have vision here. If he gets a good spear off, he could just solo kill Beast. And it will not connect. Unfortunate for him. Storm just a little too nimble of a foe. But the Ice Blast. The Ice Blast. Boom, motherfucker! Ice Goddess showing the D2E community what he's all about here on his mainstay debut. Main stage. Apologies there. Logard does have the farming item, as in the Blade Mail. DP, aggressively posturing. Looking up top, AA. They want to kill this Spec. They're pinging. They say, we got to kill Spec, guys. They have the smoke ready on Freddy, but PA, not the hero you kind of want to be playing around. I think that both supports should be playing around this Night Stalker up top. He's the strong hero right now. But unfortunate for them, Night Stalker just falls.
We're a hell of a team, Jax, aren't we?
And DP aggressively posturing. It might be warded. Yep. There goes the D ward. A lot of pings coming out. Spectre does have Haunt in 20. We do have the arena. We have the exorcism. We have our buttons. Let's see what happens. Zahari closing in on his Battle Fury, and that will definitely accelerate his farm past the Spectre. Farming very well, actually. Kind of neck and neck with this DP. A lot of farming going on right now. No Corn farming up this necessary pipe. They are in position for a fight here. They have their buttons. Spectre's farming. Able to haunt in. Can they get Beast? Very tricky foe to lock down. They are pinging this middle tower. I think that is Dire's next objective. They want to take this mid tower. They want to take something, right? It's very scary. They did get nighttime. They do have a hood, so that might be what they need. Pinging this middle tower. It's going to take them a while to bring down this tier 2. So it's just a matter of, will Radiant want to defend this middle tower? And I think they just go for the pickoff on Venge here. No ults really committed. They have all their ultimates still. Looks like Tusk and Night Stalker are setting the aggression. Storm a close second, but Fluke able to set up with the Yules, the Spear, the Connect, Snowball save, but it was not long enough. It's so hard to fight Radiant's trapped. I mean, they got all the buttons in the world to press. I think what Dire wants to do is split the map. PA, you put this lane. Night Stalker, you push this lane. Storm, you kind of farm over here. Because it's very scary to fight these heroes right now without like a BKB or something. And even then, I mean, you don't want to rush BKB on PA. It just feels bad. Taking a lot of tower damage here. Oh, swap. Fluke a little overextended. Will be brought down there. JT, if they have vision of you, you could die, JT. And in fact, they do. Radiant overstaying their welcome. Tends to happen in these games. You mistake a 1K, 2K network lead for like a 5K network lead, and you just overstay your welcome. I will be opening a pasta jar on this stream right now. There you go. That's for my pasta, as forementioned earlier. Now, returning back to the game, it looks like they will be defending this middle tower. Fluke with the spear. Does have arena in 3. Don't want to give this tower up. This tower, a very important tower to hold. Looks like Tusk did get hit by the cold feet, and looks like he will go down here. Swap by Freddy. Understanding that his life is expendable. Tusk, get out. You need to farm that vessel. I love that attitude, Freddy. Very well played by him. Vengeful Spirit, the only hero in the game that it is okay to feed on. Storm zipping in. Huge zip. Very scary to D-ward against the Storm Spirit hero. If he is in the vicinity and you're alone, you're just dead. DP will be going the Aghanim Scepter. Fluke rushing that BKB. Looks like Venge is TPing in. No Corn, Zahari, Storm, Beast. They're all here. They do see this Mars is just a little overextended again. And he's definitely going down there. The idea is correct. I think they want to force the issue. They don't want to let PA farm. They don't want to let Storm farm. But they have to play around in their limits, right? The Spectre Haunt is the big end-all be-all ulti. With that ulti on cooldown, Exorcism on cooldown, I do think it's the right play for Radiant to kind of sit back and hit some creeps themselves. And they will be pinging this tier 1 tower mid. Regeneration rune going the way of Beast. And they're going to be looking for the Spectre, I'm sure. Green is pinging. Beast knows that there's a Spectre in the area. They are on the hunt. But it looks like Valgar will be able to skitter out of this one. He does not have a TP scroll. Does have Haunt if he wants to join this fight, but won't have any other abilities. Smoke will be popped here. The Chosen One does get the... Oh, gets to Terrorize. That's when you want to have Marina up, but unfortunately not on... Oh, Inspector TPing in. Picking off the Freddy. Picking off. It does not have mana, though. Unfortunate. Maybe some sippy sips on that bottle on Mommy's Milk. JT, can I have a sippy sip? JT's got other things in mind. He wants to connect on this Tusky Dusky. And the silence will connect. Beast regenning up. Maybe they want to go for something. Beast zipping away. And he's looking for couriers, I think. Oh, what a tricky dick. Meanwhile, PA getting caught out here. Zahari, Storm with the big zip. They will be able to mop up both supports. It was a tactical feed by Zahari, setting up his real big boys, Beast and Night Stalker, to clean up shop. And with those two supports dead, it is not advised to fight into Dire right now. A lot of mana on this Storm Spirit to play with. Fluke does have the ulti. They will get the connect there. Big snowball committed. Does get the Yules off. Connecting onto DP. Will this be enough to bring her down? Fluke with the ulti. Fluke with the spear. Oh my god. JT, Velgar, and Fluke showing the Dire boys what the fuck is up. Get off of my turf. Holding this tier 1 tower by 20 HP. Ladies and gentlemen. By 20 HP. 1%, if you will. Spirit Siphon, such a strong ability. They committed a lot of resources on this DP, but she was able to heal to basically full by Spirit Siphoning 3 heroes there. PA looking to get her items. Blade Mail used by someone. Spectre. She was farming. Makes sense. JT. Oh no. Beast with the zip. Will connect. And Beast knowing his power there. Able to pull during his zip. Will be able to get more. Perfect zip by Beast. Second zip by Beast. And that will be a dead Willow. Snowball for good measure. I am not streaming, I am casting this game. Storm will get the tower, but Fluke was ready. Setting up the arena, the spear. Tusk was ready though. Beast will be able to get out of this. And the spear will connect. That will be a kill on Beast, I think. Radiance picked up by Spectre. And Valgar with the wave, but it is not received by Dire. Waving, 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 and he will be left hanging, unfortunately. Setting that wave on cooldown. Not something you want to see as a carry player. You want that wave to be off CD pretty much all game. Kind of a misplay by Radiant, if you will.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's all about this Mars, ladies and gentlemen. Very aggressive, feeding unnecessarily, maybe twice, but at the same time, that aggressiveness is exactly what Radiant needs to set this game up. Now, they will be getting the Roche. Maybe Dire will smoke. And they will. Fortunate for them, Nocorn was hitting a creep. They know this Roche is up, but I don't think they'll be there in time. They're down some cooldowns. I would say fuck it, and I would go. Games like this, I mean, even with Aegis, like their situation might not get worse, might not get better, right? While Exo's down, while Haunt is down, maybe they want to press the issue. But looks like they will be farming the BKB. They do need BKBs on multiple heroes. Looks like Storm is gonna have his, PA is gonna have his. As long as like 2 heroes have BKB, I think it will be a good fight for Dire, despite being down 4K. Spectre though is gonna be such a problem for Dire to deal with. Being able to basically 3-shot Venge and Tusk.
This sustains gold remake.
Sorry about that. Looks like Dire and Radiant are just taking over each other's parts of the map. Understandable. Dire not wanting to really fight Radiant right now. Very scary to fight into this Aegis.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
PA will be picking up a BKB soon. It's all going to be about these BKBs, because Radiant will not have BKBs and Dire will.
Dire's top tower is
A lot of farm going on, not a lot of stuff happening. You got to think about who's happy with this, Dire or Radiant. I feel like Dire is actually. Even though, right, they have the Spectre late game, they have the DP. I feel like at this point in the game, if they get these BKBs and they take a fight,
Now they will suffer.
a lot of farm going back and forth here.
Dire's bottom tower is under
I think Dire is very happy with this. They're getting their BKBs. I think they might be ready to take a fight here. Yes, Radiant is strong, but once this Aegis times out and they get BKBs, it might, I mean, it's still hard, right? They still have the Spectre to deal with, but at least the BKBs will let them deal with the Mars. It will let them deal with the AA, the Willow, All these heroes, none of their buttons will matter if they press BKB.
Radiant's top tower is
Aside from Ice Blast, correct. It will have a smoke here. They're looking to catch perhaps a Night Stalker or a PA. Fortunately, they don't have vision of these heroes. PA being smoked by her blur ability.
Radiant's scan, eager to know Dire's whereabouts.
And Dire doing a very good job. I mean, if you see the net worth, right? They're still just down 2k. They have these abilities. They have the arena. They have the exo. They have the haunt. But they are just not giving Radiant an opportunity to use them, right? They're just farming. They're splitting the map. Pretty much doing everything that you should do in these types of games. And they might even go for a smoke here, as they do have multiple BKBs. It is nighttime. They do notice that some people are split. They notice that Aegis is down. This will be the fight that we were waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be about who can jump who has the vision. And it looks like Dire will get the jump here. Snowball in on the AA. Arena committed. A lot of spells being thrown down. Buttons, buttons, buttons. They will trade 2 for 1. Buyback immediately on AA. DP is down. PA shredding these fuckers with her Aegis. Unfortunately, Beast dropping a little low here. Beast will be enough damage to bring down this fucking Spectre. And indeed it will. Beast with the triple kill. And I was unable to keep up with all that, as this is one of my 3rd or 4th attempts at casting a game. But it was just a matter of who had the BKBs, right? Willow, AA, Mars, most of DP's kit. None of this shit matters if you're BKB'd. Zahari doing a crap ton of damage that fight. Beast as well. And they're super happy with that exchange. Almost 5k gold on the Storm Spirit there after that fight. Some huge kills if we look at the bounties here. 800 from the Spectre. Got 400 from the Mars. 300 from the AA. Right? These are huge bounties. And he will be getting the Bloodstone, I assume. That is exactly the attitude and playstyle you want to have against these huge CDs. Like, they have the big team fight, then why would we play against the big team fight? Very good discipline from Dire to understand that. Actually, won't be the Bloodstone, but yeah, he's picking up an Ags. I've heard Beast talk about this before. His, he does like this Ags ability. Being able to lock down multiple heroes. On top of that, against a hero like Spectre, with all these illusions around the fight, potentially you can lock down all of those as well. And basically, you won't take any damage from those illusions. Spectre going the way of the Abyssal. Smoke by Dire. They have just won that fight. They're keen on fighting again. Love to see this Basher in your inventory, Zahari. We'll see if he's able to swap that in by the time of this fight. DD on the Storm. Spectre a little too far up. The connect is there. Doesn't matter if you have Manta. I'm still catching you, bitch. And that will be a dead Spectre. Zahari, understanding that that Basher is a better item than that Wraithband, does swap it out. Good on him. Fluke down bottom, doing all he can to kind of delay this game. Radiant kind of slipping their hold of this game. It was just the perfect opportunity for Dire to strike there. They didn't have Aegis. They had the vision, right? They were all smoked. They have the BKBs. Like, everything that you needed to do to take a safe fight was like everything that happened, right? To take that fight. We need to see some BKBs on the side of Radiant, I feel like. Mars, understanding that, is going the BKB, but I would like to see... Aeon Disc is also acceptable. Maybe a Ghost Scepter. They have a lot of physical damage dealers. It's very hard to approach them now. A lot of back and forth, pushing of the lanes. Beast does TP base, but he does have an Arcane rune, and what a scary rune to have on Storm Spirit at this stage of the game. They are smoked up. They're waiting for an opportunity to strike, waiting for Radiant to overstep their bounds, and they do. A lot of damage coming out on the DP. Does get the Siphon off, does get the Yules, but I don't think it will be enough. Snowballed and brought down. Dire is just playing these fights super well. Beast on the AA. Cool guys do not look at explosions as he just walks away as AA falls into that remnant trap. And yeah, I mean, Radiant kind of losing their momentum. Dire just kind of playing the map super well, forcing them around. They had the advantage, they had the Aegis, they had the buttons, but they just they weren't able to press them because Dire wasn't giving them an opportunity to. And now that Dire is, they have the BKBs, so your buttons don't really matter anymore. Very nicely done by Dire. Pulling up a 10k lead.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. With the speed of light.
Now, don't get me wrong. Radiant is not out of this game yet. They're not out yet. They do have these BKBs, but at the same time, if they're able to execute, it doesn't matter though with this Roche. This Roche falls in 2 seconds. They will get that. Oh, Spectre stealing the cheese. They will drop Freddy here pretty quickly. Spectre jumping around. Big arena by Mars. Terrorize connects, but they have the BKBs. They don't really care anymore about these abilities. Storm zipping in, finding the AA, finding the Willow. Velgar doing all he can in this fight. Zahari, though, with the double kill. Potentially a triple kill. They are trading kills, but they aren't the kills that need to happen. Velgar does have this cheese. Could turn into something good if he's able to press it. A lot of damage from this Spectre. He just needs to be able to press his buttons. But unfortunately, multiple bashes does kill Beast. But Beast with the play, dropping that Remnant down. Very close exchange. I think that's what needed to happen, though, for Radiant. They were able to burn the Aegis. Yeah, they were able to burn that Aegis. But at the same time, these BKBs being such a problem. Such a problem for Radiant's draft to deal with. I do have my pasta. I do have my Dota. There's some good stuff. My wife did a hell of a job. Now, Nullcorn. Picking up the Hyperstone. Stacking with that Hunter and the Knight attack speed. Man attacks for... what is it? 405? Every 0.42 seconds? Let's compare that to... I don't know, PA, an agility hero. Most of PA's attack speed is in her W, though. 0.68. Wow, Night Stalker slapping like a truck here. Uh-oh. What does Radiant do, right? It's just so hard. Even if you catch these heroes out without their BKBs, they have the snowball save, they have the swap, right? They have BKBs, so they're hard to kill, but the supports just make them even harder to kill. The Glimmer Cape, the Force Staff, the Halberd coming out on Tusk. Very hard to kill these cores with these supports. Such strong supports sitting behind them. And Willow, AA, yes. They're strong in their different way, right? Spectre, Mars, they don't really need saving, right? They're innately tanky. DP as well. It's just a matter of these BKBs being such a problem for Radiant to deal with, in my opinion. Basically, none of their buttons matter aside from Haunt and Exorcism. Maybe Ice Blast as well, for sure. But you can see how hesitant Radiant is to fight into them. No Corn going in. Getting the dives. The dust is there. They will drop Jakiro or AA. But they do trade the Venge. A lot of BKBs were committed. This is it. Exorcism down. Fluke dropping in. They are going to get the Night Stalker there. Attempting to cancel. And that is good. That is all they needed to happen there. Night Stalker being a little too trigger finger there. I think they do have to dive, but at the same time they have to do it a little more gracefully, right? Maybe hold those BKBs for the fight thereafter. Or perhaps Storm and Night Stalker dive, but PA sits back, waiting for her chance. Flicker being picked up by Storm, probably one of the best tier 4 items you can get, as it will dispel the silence from DP. Timeless Relic. Pretty mediocre item. I could see that going on Storm, though. Let's see what tier 4 items we got on Radiant. Magic Lamp. Very good item for DP. Making her a little bit more tanky. Minotaur Horn. Probably going on this PA here. Or maybe Night Stalker. Maybe even... Yeah, I could see it going on Storm. Wow, Spell Prism. What an item to get. I'd probably put that on maybe Spectre. Oh, but Spectre has the Witless Shaco, dude. Wow. 5,000 HP on the Spectre. It's gonna be a pretty close game. Even despite this 11k lead, they're staring down a 5k HP Spectre. With Dispersion, no breaks, no Silver Edge, nothing in sight as well. Looks like DP does get the Spell Prism, Magic Lamp going on the Willow, Mars getting the Minotaur Horn. I'm not interested, unfortunately. Another DD rune for Dire. Wow. Storm does have a bottle. He might pass it over to his boy Zahari. Zahari bottling that rune, saving it for later.
Not so fast.
Wow, PADD. Hopefully they can see this one coming and just dodge the fight altogether. Uh-oh. Stinky. Alright. Pinging the triangle, scanning for enemies. They're coming for you, boys. Hopefully they only trade 1 or 2 kills. Hopefully 0 kills. Hopefully Radiant can just get the hell out of there. They know something's up. No heroes are on the map. All 3 lanes being pushed. They're pinging. Fight is about to happen. Could come at any moment. No Corn getting the necessary vision here. We'll pop the ulti probably as soon as he sees him at the BKB. Snowball into Mars. A lot of connection. Spectre giving the vision for this fight. PA popping the DD. Storm zipping in with the Ags. Able to pull multiple heroes here. Ice Blast committing on Willow. Doing a lot of damage on this Tuskar. A lot of damage coming out. And Tusk will fall. PA, meanwhile, also falling. Oh, can he fight through this? Night Stalker. Mars blinking forward. Smashing PA's face in. A with the buyback. And they will trade 1 for 3. Technically, they did buy back AA, so it was 2 for 3, but these are big kills. This is what Radiant needs to come back into this game here. Brilliantly played by Mars, getting a very crucial arena off, zoning a lot of heroes out. I believe Willow was able to purge PA's DD as she did not have it in that fight. I would love to see DP get a Ghost Scepter or a BKB. This item would allow you to survive from this massive amount of physical damage. on Dire. Ooh, Beast styling on Ice Goddess. That is a dieback. Having that spell amp with stacking with the Bloodstone, putting his spell amp at about 29%. Not a laughing stat. We'll connect onto Willow. Mars setting up with the arena. Does not connect with the spear. Spectre, will he get a bash? And no, he will not. They will retreat here. Beast committing a lot there. A lot of mana and a 7-second BKB charge.
We gotta stay on the move.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now, Roche is the big boy. Everyone wants Roche. Dire feeling a little bit maybe less confident in their team fight prowess as they did before, shifting from a 15k lead to a 9k lead in a matter of minutes. And same way that Dire had those BKBs and were really strong, once Radiant gets these BKBs, Mars getting his 10-second BKB. Comparatively, you know, you have Night Stalkers like 6-second, PA's on 5 seconds, Storm is on 6 seconds. Kind of this item BKB, you know, swings in power as you use it more and more. It gets weaker and weaker. A lot of Discord messages coming my way. I will have a lot of work to do after this game. DD Rune. Will PA get it? I don't think so. AA's Courier getting smacked down by Roshan. It looks like Mars is finally getting this DD Rune. Maybe Radiant even looks to smoke. I mean, how confident do they feel? They are down 11k, but at the same time, like, we've seen these fights. If Radiant can get the jump on Dire, it's a whole different story. The past 3 engagements has been Dire getting the jump on Radiant. Tusk, itemizing very well. I like these items. I like the Halberd. I like the Vessel. Very necessary. As well, everyone, pretty much everyone, I couldn't say an A. Ooh, Venge. Can they find you? Arena committed. Missing the spear. This is the fight Dire wants to take. They have blown Arena, but you're fighting in a DP with Exorcism. She will get the Aeon Disc off, and they are going to trade 5s here. DP healing up, and that is going to be a Beast with the massive pull here, but PA's taking too much damage. She has to back. She has to run away. Kind of a mishmash of missed abilities there. Missed timings, but it's okay. I mean, they just trade 5 for 5. They're backing off. They are going to get Roche with this, actually. DP committing Exorcism so close to the pit. They know something's up. Beast might come up with the steal of his lifetime. Huge pull by Beast. Locking down 3 heroes. Roche falling low. DP dropping dead. And they do steal the Aegis, and it's a disaster for Radiant. A lot of heroes dying here. Double kill for Zahari. Man, oh man. Beast, what a player. Stealing the Aegis, locking down 3 heroes. This Ag Scepter coming into like really handy, because none of these heroes can do anything while you zip in and disable. Previously, you would zip in and disable 1 hero, but now you can zip in and disable 4, 5, 3, whatever, 7, 10 numbers. PA grabbing the Nullifier. What a exciting back and forth game. I think Dire will be able to close it off with the lead that they have and the items. DP dropping low here. Does get the save off. It is a huge combo by Mars and Willow. They are not going down without a fight. But to much avail, it was just an Aegis Storm. Zipping back in. Plenty of mana to work with here. And it might be GG here. No buyback on Mars. No buyback on Willow. Spectre up in 42 seconds. And that's probably the game. What an exciting game, guys. Busch League victory will take home the W there. Wow.